Hi Andy, so we were just chatting about our Sundays.
Our Sunday programme, yeah.
That's right, but I was saying that you'd been doing some teaching yesterday on research.
Yeah.
So what were you guys up to yesterday?
Well, we split the day in two, really. So
Okay.
in the morning we started looking at qualitative and quantitative research and starting quite high up. And we talked about various things. We talked about measures in psychotherapy and counselling, core and PHQ-9s and those sorts of things.
Okay, so if you had to summarise it into kind of, what would you say would be the most important thing out of all of that you would say to somebody who was in training and who had this task of, at some point during my training, I've got to do a psychotherapy or counselling research project?
Yeah.
Because that sounds to me like it sounds like a big deal.
Yeah, well, the whole energy changed in the afternoon when we said, okay, what's in it for me?
Right.
Where, make it personal, link it to what really interests me. And I think that's where I would go.
So what sort of examples would you highlight for that then?
Well, we looked at the sort of people's work settings.
Okay.
We looked at where funding was coming from for work settings. We looked at where people's passions were, where their creativity was. And out of that, various research questions began to emerge, or interests.
Okay.
So
an example?
Yeah, so for example, somebody in the group works in the outdoors, and they suddenly realised that they could do a research proposal based on the outdoors and well-being, and whether or not being out there improves people's sense of well-being and health.
That sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
And probably really helpful as well, actually, to your practice, to know that, have that kind of information.
Yeah, so I think people's confidence kind of grew during the day, and from a fairly kind of theoretical start, the energy really grew when it was more about me and what interests me.
Yeah, and what it means for me, what it means for how I work.
Yes.
How can I improve what I'm doing?
Yeah,
basically.
that's the one.
How can I improve what I do? How can I know that what I'm doing has an impact on my clients? That sounds great. Okay. Well, I'll see you again soon.
Okay. See you later.
See you.